According to the Journal of Health Promotion, in 2015, there were 20 million sexually transmitted diseases, also known as STDs, reported. Of those 20 million, half were among young people aged 15 to 24. I can relate to this topic because when I was in high school, I became really good friends with one of my classmates. One day, she came to school really distraught and emotional, and I could tell that she was really bothered by something. She confided in me that the day prior, she was diagnosed with herpes. As a child, how do you console another child when they tell you information of this magnitude? I didn't really know what to tell her, and so I just wanted to be a support system for her so she didn't feel like she was alone going through this journey. At the time, she hadn't confided in her parents yet because she wasn't comfortable. I want you to think about a few questions. Think about when you were a teenager. Did you have a safe space to talk about sex, condoms, or even simply ask questions? Did you have strict parents or friends who had strict parents? I want you to keep those questions in mind as you come to your conclusion on this topic. Today, I'm going to discuss STD rates among teens, a solution to decrease STD rates, and the advantage of my solution. First, let's talk about STD rates. So, currently, STD rates among teens are very alarming. According to the American Journal of Public Health, in 2008, St. Louis, Missouri had the highest STD rates for gonorrhea and chlamydia compared to all other cities in the United States. Due to this, a program called the SPOT program was created to help try to lower that rate. This program was in place for about 5 years, and they were able to test almost 10,000 students. Of those students, 1,816 tested positive for gonorrhea or chlamydia. According to the American Journal of Health Promotion, 43.1% of current sexually active high schoolers did not use a condom the last time they had sex. These statistics are very alarming because condoms not only help prevent transmission of STDs such as gonorrhea or chlamydia, but they also prevent pregnancy. And these statistics align with the United States having the highest teenage pregnancy rate compared to other nations. However, I don't completely place the blame entirely on teenagers because they don't really know any better. I think as adults, it's our responsibility to ensure that we protect them. And whether or not your child specifically has been diagnosed with the STD or not, it's still our job to be proactive and put preventative measures in place to ensure that we are helping them stay safe. Now that we've discussed STD rates, let's talk about my solution. The solution to this problem is to ensure that every school district implements a sex education program and have resources that students can utilize when needed, such as transportation, condoms, or contact information for clinics or nonprofits that could help. This solution will help not only inform students that they need to be having safe sex, but it will allow them to learn how to have safe sex and give them the resources such as condoms to actually have safe sex. Remember when I asked you earlier about having a safe space when you were a teenager? Most teenagers don't have a safe space. They don't feel comfortable asking their parents to buy them condoms, take them to the clinic to get tested, or even ask them just simple questions about sex. So having a sex education program where students are able to have these resources and knowledge will remove barriers such as lack of transportation, lack of condoms, or even just simple lack of knowledge. I want to address a concern. Many parents may feel that this solution will encourage their child to have sex and they don't want that. However, according to the official journal of the Society of Prevention Research, over half of high school students in the United States are currently sexually active before they graduate. And so this means that whether you want to believe it or not, your child could very well be a part of that half that's sexually active. And if that is the case, we want to make sure that they have all the tools that they need to properly protect themselves and move forward in a safe way. Now that we've discussed a way to lower STD rates, let's discuss the future. Allowing teens to simply explore sex without proper guidance is destructive. It will only result in what has already happened, which is a high increase in STD rates among teens. And so, in order to change this, all school districts need to be on the same page and want to see change with this issue. In order to create this change, a sex education program needs to be implemented in each district. According to the Journal of Early Adolescence, teenagers who had knowledge about condoms and also were in an environment where talking about sex was encouraged, they were associated with using condoms. Lastly, I want to talk about ways that we can take action to prevent this from happening again. Every person should help this effort by speaking directly with your principals, with your student's principal, or going to your school board meeting to voice your concerns. And although it might be frightening to be diagnosed with the STD, of the 1,816 students that were diagnosed with chlamydia and gonorrhea in the SPOT program, all of them were able to be treated and cured due to those resources. So this just shows that using a program such as the SPOTS program will help prevent this from happening and also lower the likelihood for teenagers to get STDs.